Khamzat just shoots from like 15 feet away and gets a hold of your
But I
legs.
look at
And you got to think his endurance is probably going to be better at 85 than it was at 70 because of the cut. For Khamzat, it's like 85 is really where he should have been all along.
Do you think it's different with Du Plessis? Because he can wrestle.
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits fucking hard, and he's a big, durable dude.
Is Khamzat going to be able to take me down? Absolutely. Absolutely, he'll be able to take me down. This is how a fight works. I would hope so. Isn't he like some Swedish champion or something? I would hope he could take me down. But then he has to deal with me on the ground, and he has to keep me there. Can I take Khamzat down? Absolutely. Am I going to take Khamzat down? Absolutely. I'm not scared of Khamzat wrestling. I'm not evading. I'm not trying to stay off the ground with Khamzat. That's the mistake everybody makes.
Is he good enough to defend the takedowns of Chimaev? Let's go further with it. Is he good enough to take Chimaev down? I've never seen Chimaev lose a stand-up fight. I want you to know how good Dricus is at a stand-up fight. Do you believe that Chimaev can tackle this man? Chimaev has gotten on top of everybody with no
The buzz around UFC 319 just keeps getting louder as the event draws near, with Dricus Du Plessis gearing up to take on Khamzat Chimaev for the middleweight championship. Joe Rogan has added fuel to the hype, describing Khamzat as an unstoppable beast. He suggested that moving up in weight could bring out an even more dangerous side of Chimaev. Rogan hinted that, despite his previous setbacks, Khamzat might be heading towards total domination in the division, and fans won't want to miss what happens next.
Khamzat's a freak, man.
How about,
especially at 170?
Dude, but he can't make the weight. He's too unreliable.
He just needs to be a little bit more disciplined.
Bro,
170, he's almost unstoppable. Even when Gilbert caught him on the noggin multiple times and dropped him, remember?
Yep.
Still fucking kept going like that guy never stopped.
Joe Rogan is hyping up the fight by saying that fans still haven't witnessed Khamzat Chimaev at his peak. According to Rogan, this jump in weight class could unlock Khamzat's full potential, making him such a threat that no one in the middleweight division would be able to handle him.
Khamzat just shoots from like 15 feet away and gets a hold of your legs. And you got to think his endurance is probably going to be better at 85 than it was at 70 because of the cut. For Khamzat, it's like 85 is really where he should have been all along.
Joe Rogan added to the excitement by recognizing Dricus Du Plessis' impressive abilities. He pointed out that while Dricus is powerful and a real threat, the big question is whether anyone can handle Khamzat Chimaev's non-stop wrestling attack. This has left fans even more curious about who will actually emerge victorious when they finally face off.
He can wrestle. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. He hits fucking hard, and he's a big, durable dude. But I don't know if he's going to be able to wrestle with that guy. Like, I don't know, man. The Khamzat's skill is so high level, it makes me wonder.
At the same time, Arman Tsarukyan has now officially become part of Khamzat Chimaev's training camp to prepare him for his massive showdown with Dricus Du Plessis. Arman teaming up with Khamzat is a strategic move that could shift the entire landscape of this fight. Their partnership is building a powerful alliance aimed at taking Khamzat's skills to the next level. With this new support in his corner, Chimaev might enter the octagon more dangerous and unbeatable than ever before. Arman Tsarukyan shared just how intense it is to train alongside Khamzat. He described the sessions as an environment that forces fighters to go beyond all their limits. According to Arman, this isn't just about getting ready for a fight. It's like entering a war zone where only the strongest come out improved and prepared to crush any opponent they face.
How is it training with Khamzat? I mean, obviously there's so many stories about what that guy's capable of in the gym going back for about 10 years. What is it like for you to get in there and roll with him?
I mean, Khamzat, he's a tough guy, and he doesn't care if you're lighter than him, more than 25 pounds. He just go hard with everybody, and it's good. It's good for me, you know. I get a lot of like experience, and I feel like if I can wrestle with him, I can wrestle with anybody, you know.
I would think so, man. And he's probably weighing what when he comes in? You said 25 pounds. Is that about how much he weighs more than you when you guys go?
He's like 205, something like that.
Kamaru Usman has also issued a strong warning about how dangerous Khamzat Chimaev truly is. He reminded everyone that those who underestimated Khamzat in the past paid the price, and said that his combination of raw power and skill makes him a serious threat in the middleweight division. According to Usman, Khamzat is the kind of fighter who could take over the entire division and claim the title before anyone even realizes what happened.
Who do you see taking the belt at 185?
At 185? Listen, I told you guys, don't sleep on Khamzat. When he was fighting Robert Whittaker, everyone said, oh yeah, Whittaker's going to get him. Hey, don't sleep on him. Khamzat's extremely talented, extremely strong. he can shock anyone.
Kamaru Usman has called this upcoming fight one of the year's must-watch events. He believes both Khamzat and Dricus bring incredible toughness to the octagon, making it a real clash between two elite warriors at their best. Usman expects this showdown to be packed with action from start to finish and thinks it has all the makings of a fight that will be remembered as an instant classic.
Khamzat Chimaev, an incredible fighter, very, very, very tough fighter. Has been hit with a few tests. Obviously, myself, obviously Burns. So, and he's passed. So, I'm excited to see how that fight goes with himself and Dricus Du Plessis. I think that's a phenomenal fight. Both guys tough, extremely tough. So, that's one of the fights I'm looking forward to the most this year.
Kamaru Usman also spoke about the real essence of fighting, showing genuine respect for Dricus Du Plessis and the journey he's taken to become a champion. Usman believes that every fighter who reaches the top deserves credit for the struggles they've faced and the risks they've taken along the way. To him, this fight isn't just about the hype, it's about recognizing the warriors who give their all to prove they belong among the best.
Dricus Du Plessis, you can't sleep on him as well. He's the champion for a reason, taking out 3 champions back to back to back. So hey, respect to all those guys. I respect every one of these fighters. I know people at home were spectators and were fans, and they like to just kind of talk, he had a bad performance, he had a boring one. But hey, you have to respect each and every one of these guys that's willing to get in here, in little bitty gloves and damn near underwear and bare their soul in here. So you have to respect that.
Kamaru Usman also analyzed the matchup in detail, pointing out Khamzat Chimaev's incredible strength and ability to dominate his opponents. However, he hinted that Dricus Du Plessis could be the one challenge that no one has figured out yet. Usman believes this fight won't just come down to brute force. It will be about which fighter can adjust and find a way to win when everything is on the line.
Khamzat Chimaev on your back round 1 is not easy to get off. And then he was able to sink that in. And that goes to show how strong of a squeeze this freaking dude had.
Could he pull that same style against Dricus Du Plessis? Because I will say this.
Robert Whittaker is putting his support behind Dricus Du Plessis to snap Khamzat Chimaev's winning streak. Whittaker believes this matchup will be a true test of toughness and survival, suggesting it could turn into an intense back-and-forth battle. He sees it as the type of fight where every second matters, and the fighter who can keep getting back up might completely change the outcome. For Whittaker, this is exactly the kind of fight that shows who truly deserves to stand at the top of the division. On the flip side, Dricus Du Plessis has hinted that this fight could show how pure strength can overcome wild aggression. He believes he's built in a way that allows him to outlast and break down anyone who steps up to challenge him. For Du Plessis, this might be the moment he proves that he operates on an entirely different level from the rest.
The Khamzat fight's what I want. I want to take his It's not even a doubt in my mind. Khamzat is a strong guy, but I know for a fact that he's never felt power like this. In this case, he has a gun and I have a tank when it comes to strength. There's not a middleweight that's going to overpower me. It's not going to happen. Once it goes past round 2, it's going to be smooth sailing.
Khamzat Chimaev has also raised questions about Dricus Du Plessis' real abilities, wondering whether he can withstand the non-stop grappling pressure that Chimaev plans to bring. He suggested that Du Plessis' toughest test might still be waiting for him, leaving fans to question if Dricus truly has what it takes to compete at the very top.
I wanted to get your thoughts on Dricus as a champion, his run so far, and what do you make of his grappling?
What do you think, guys? How I done with this guy, Rob? How he done? Rob took him down, so if Rob took him down, so there is salam alaikum.
However, Dricus Du Plessis emphasized how crucial it is to be a fully rounded fighter. While he showed respect towards his opponents, he also made it clear that relying on just one skill set won't cut it at this level. For Du Plessis, true greatness is about excelling in every area of the fight game, and this upcoming clash will prove that only the most complete fighters can come out on top.
His wrestling is world class. It's phenomenal. But so is Israel Adesanya's striking, right? And so is Sean Strickland's boxing, world class. Adesanya's striking, world class. His kickboxing record speaks for itself. This is not striking, this is not wrestling, this is not grappling, this is MMA.
Dricus Du Plessis has made his goal clear. He wants to cement his place at the very top of MMA history. While he shows respect to other fighters, that doesn't take away from his determination and intensity. For Du Plessis, true greatness comes from defeating the best in the world, and he's prepared to end anyone's winning streak to achieve that. He made it clear that once the cage door shuts, Nothing will stand in his way of proving who truly dominates the division.
Yes, I do think his wrestling is phenomenal. But when the night comes, it's not about teaching him a lesson. It's about proving once again that I will be the greatest of all time and doing whatever I have to prove that. Because yes, I know his wrestling is great. It is 100%. He's proven that. I mean, look at his performances. But you're only as good as your opponent lets you. And I won't let you look good. I can let you look good, but I can't let you win, unfortunately.
Dricus Du Plessis has made it clear that this fight will be anything but ordinary. He believes Khamzat Chimaev is about to face a level of complete fighting skill that he's never encountered before. With everything at stake, Du Plessis is confident that this showdown will reveal who genuinely deserves to be called the best in the division.
Khamzat is an incredible fighter. Nobody has been able to beat him, but he hasn't fought anybody of note other than Robert Whittaker. That is it. This is not a grappling competition. I am not the best grappler, wrestler, or striker. When we mix it all up, I am. That's why I have this. He couldn't even get a title at welterweight. Now he wants to come to middleweight. Great.
Meanwhile, Movza Evlo views this matchup as a chance to witness absolute dominance. He believes one fighter's superior skill set could completely overpower their opponent. Evloev is expecting a performance so decisive that it will shake up the entire division and leave everyone clear on who truly owns the cage.
Who do you think wins that fight between DDP and Khamzat?
I don't think that Du Plessis is wrestling even close to Khamzat. When we watch fight with Whittaker, he just take him down and he just like break him. So nobody did this against Whittaker before. And Khamzat still have big power of punching, right? He can just turn off your light by one punch.
Yeah, but DDP looked crazy strong and big in his last fight against Sean Strickland. Khamzat's not a really big 185er. He's got to be like 190 pounds. Fighting at 185, he's cutting to 5 pounds.
He even bigger than Du Plessis. Yeah.
No way.
Of course he is, bro. He's big. He's big and strong as hell. Yeah. I don't know how much is in pounds, but he more than 100 kg.
UFC legend Daniel Cormier has hinted that this upcoming fight could turn into an unmissable battle, one that might completely overturn everyone's previous predictions. He suggested that there's a way to rattle Khamzat Chimaev and hinted that Dricus Du Plessis might possess the unusual and unpredictable tools needed to pull off a major upset. Now fans are left wondering, could this be the fight where Khamzat finally gets pushed to his limits?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight, and you're right. You want to piss off Khamzat, call him scared. You want to make Chimaev mad, call him afraid of anything. Yep. And he'll come at you like a bat out of hell. I think it's a great fight. I think Dricus's awkward ability and his ability to create different angles to make you not recognize what you're seeing makes it a much tougher fight than most people may anticipate. A couple fights ago, everybody would have thought Khamzat would just run through Dricus Du Plessis. But if you today feel that way, you're out of your mind. If you today can openly say Khamzat Chimaev is just going to run through Dricus Du Plessis and is not going to be competitive, you have no idea what mixed martial arts is. This is going to be a fun fight.
Daniel Cormier has hinted that this upcoming fight is going to be explosive, driven by genuine tension between the two fighters. He believes it won't just come down to their skills, it's going to get personal. According to Cormier, the mix of their fighting styles and intense personalities will create a wild spectacle, leaving fans eagerly waiting to see who will crack under the pressure first.
I think that these two guys, we know that these two guys don't like each other. We don't have the backdrop of them training prior like Strickland and Khamzat had, but you can tell they don't like each other. They are so completely different. And I think in that different is going to make for not only a good fight, but also a very fun build-up to the
former UFC champion Chael Sonnen also emphasized how unpredictable and intense this matchup is going to be. He pointed out that neither fighter is in for an easy fight. Sonnen sees this clash as a perfect example of the exciting new era in the middleweight division. For him, this bout truly showcases just how deep and dangerous the division has become.
And this isn't a simple fight where you go, well, go out and take him down. It's like, yeah, good luck. Go out and take him down. Yeah, it's true. And then you got to hold him there once you do it. Oh, and by the way, nobody else has taken down and held Dricus there. Like, this fight is starting to look different. The entire division is starting to look different. There's never been a time that 185 pounds has had such a spotlight on it. I'm watching this guy, Kyle Barrow. myself. I'm thinking this guy might quietly be the real assassin of that division, but that's not easy to say. I think Bo Nickel go all the way to the top. And I think that DeRinner is greatly underrated. And I don't think Sean Strickland is ready to move on just yet. Like, 185 is a really exciting proposition.
Chael Sonnen views this fight as an unpredictable roller coaster where anything can happen right from the opening bell. He believes that just one sudden move could completely shift the momentum, turning it into either an all-out war or a lightning-fast finish. For Sonnen, this is exactly the kind of fight that keeps fans on edge until the very end.
Is it a surprise that Chimaev is a favorite? No, I would expect him to be. But I also feel as though if I were predicting this today, I would lean Chimaev. As long as you didn't ask me a follow-up question. Like if I told you, hey, I think Chimaev's going to beat Dricus. Okay, great. If we all get up and walk out of the room, we're fine. The problem is if you're going to ask me how. How is he going to beat him? Because I am not fully confident that Chimaev can take him down at will. I'm not fully confident he can keep him there. We're going to know in the very first round. If Dricus gets taken down in the first round, things are going to unravel very quickly. But if he can defend a takedown for the entire first 5 minutes, it's only going to get easier to stay on your feet after that. It's an exciting match. I would expect Chimaev to be the favorite. And he is.
TJ Dillashaw views this fight as a true test of endurance as well as skill. He believes it's going to turn into a grueling battle where only the fighter with the best cardio and the ability to keep pushing will come out on top.
How are you going to train Khamzat Chimaev to beat DDP?
Cardio. I just don't think he has the gas tank. If he doesn't finish DDP to win this, because he's good, he's strong, his grappling's better, he's got good technical striking. I would put a lot more money on Chimaev if he trains the right way for his cardio. If he doesn't train his cardio the right way, I think it's going to be hard for him to put DDP away, and DDP's going to get him in the later rounds and gas him out. DDP ain't going to get tired.
However, Sean Strickland didn't hold back, launching a fierce critique, questioning Khamzat Chimaev's toughness and even taking shots at his character, something most fighters avoid. Strickland wants to show that behind all the hype and highlight reels, there's a reality about Khamzat that is yet to be revealed.
So Chimaev can grapple, but he's kind of like a weak man from somebody who's trained with him. Like he's usually tough for like one round. And then the moment like you shut him down, the little Chechen comes out in him. He starts like, where's my dictator daddy at? I gotta save him.
Did you say that to him?
Oh yeah, no, he's a cunt, dude. Like, no, like, dude, Chimaev's it's like you're talking to like just a retard, you know? It's like, he doesn't speak like human. I think he's just such an...
English is his second
But no, I think he's just such like an insecure man that like, maybe he's stupid. I don't know. But yeah, no. I mean, he's just another phony Muslim. But I mean, like, again, dude, I can't even stand Chimaev, bro. Like, Chimaev is like the definition of a weak man. Like, such a Chechen.
On the other side, Alexander Gustafsson highlighted the major gap in grappling skills that could end up being the deciding factor in this fight. He believes Khamzat Chimaev's technical ability gives him a massive advantage, regardless of any size differences. For Gustafsson, this is the kind of fight where true technique can completely outclass sheer power.
You're like 2-3 weight classes above him. How strong is he? Because I've seen like he's a good training partner for you.
Yeah, no, he's very natural, strong, you know, and he has very strong genes, and he just comes with raw power, you know. All his power just comes from nature, you know.
Just natural.
Right? Natural, yeah. So guys, to get the full All-Stars experience.
Demetrius Johnson also shared his thoughts on this huge title fight, emphasizing the importance of both mental strength and physical conditioning. He believes that strategy and stamina could end up being more crucial than pure power in this matchup, making it a fight where every single moment has the potential to shift the result.
This is my hot take. If Chimaev cannot get him down,
he will. But yeah.
But let's say he does get him down.
Yep.
And he doesn't finish him, right? I think he's spent. Because you look at his fights. You look when he fought Gilbert Burns, when he fought Kamaru Usman. He had Kamaru Usman fully mounted, back hooks and everything, right?
Yep.
Working for the choke, pounding him, could not finish him.
Couldn't get him.
The rest of the time, he could not find it was shadow boxer. Granted, he might be sick or whatever.
Yep.
But if he cannot figure it out within those first 2 rounds or the first round he gets him down, I think DDP is going to do what he does best.
Yep.
He's going to be awkward. He's going to be, do the kicks. Yeah. And I think DDP is going to beat him.
Yeah.
Like I think Khamzat Chimaev is more athletic, more traditional, but I think that awkwardness of the The old, what did he say? The lanky man style.
Yep.
I think DDP is gonna put it in.
Meanwhile, the newly crowned lightweight champion Ilia Topuria expressed his respect for both fighters, calling this matchup absolute fireworks. He believes their fight will be a must-watch event that could mark the beginning of a new era in the division. For Topuria, it's all about seeing two greats collide at the very peak of their careers.
The man, he's a savage. He calls him his shots. He finishes his opponents. When he goes inside the octagon, you know that that guy goes for the finish. He's not looking for the decision. That's why I respect Khamzat. He's a fucking beast. So he deserves to fight for the title as soon as possible. We're gonna have an amazing fight because I love Dricus Du Plessis. He's a great human being. I have a great relationship with him. I have a great relationship with Khamzat also. But as a fan of mixed martial arts, it's gonna be a very exciting fight. I hope the best man wins, and I wish best of.
CEO Baralho, who's preparing to fight Nasiruddin Imavov at UFC Paris, issued a warning about what it's like to face Khamzat Chimaev. He said taking on Khamzat is nothing like dealing with regular wrestling. It's a completely different level. Baralho believes that only a fighter who understands every aspect of Khamzat's unpredictable style can hope to survive. In his eyes, this might be the moment when Du Plessis truly realizes just how dangerous and unique Khamzat really is.
Khamzat fighting against Dricus. Who do you think he wins? I think Khamzat is gonna win because I don't see anyone preparing properly for Khamzat. They are bringing wrestlers to train them to defend takedowns and all that, but Khamzat doesn't do the normal stuff. Khamzat doesn't do wrestling. He does MMA wrestling. It's different. You need to understand his system, what he wants next. You need to understand this first, and then you start to prepare for him. And I think Khamzat is gonna win for me.
Darren Till has also thrown his full support behind Khamzat Chimaev, expressing complete confidence that his friend is operating on a whole different level. Till believes Khamzat's intense focus and raw power make him nearly impossible to stop. He also hinted at some big plans ahead that could make their partnership even stronger in the future.
Think he beats Khamzat, your boy?
No, look, with respect, I'm never going to look past Dricus because he trains hard, he's super dedicated, he's super strong, and he's got that awkward style that doesn't make any sense. I think Khamzat will beat him inside the 2 rounds. I really do believe that. But look, Khamzat knows. I was speaking to Khamzat on the FaceTime the other day because I'm meant to be going out to Dubai to help with the camp. Khamzat knows it's a tough fight, but you know, Khamzat trains like a beast. I do think Khamzat gets it in 2 rounds.
Additionally, Michael Chiesa believes this fight will ultimately be decided by mental strength and tactical planning. He thinks Dricus Du Plessis has the ability to remain composed under pressure and sees the right moment to take control. For Chiesa, this matchup is more about determination and mindset than just striking and grappling.
Man, I think that it goes to Dricus. I think Dricus, you know, we've all kind of criticized him for, you know, I just gotta say it as it is. We've all criticized Dricus for having these sloppy fights, but that last Sean Strickland fight, he looked a lot more polished. He fought a completely different game plan. He used all of his weapons very well. And, you know, Chimaev's a sprinter, and nobody's going to beat Chimaev in a sprint. But if he can't put you away in the sprint, it's going to go to the person that can run a marathon. And Dricus Du Plessis has shown he can fight 25 minutes very, very hard. You know, you give Kamaru Usman 2 more rounds in that Chimaev fight, I think he wins it. So as long as Dricus cannot get put away by the sprint from Khamzat Chimaev and take him into deep water, Dricus gets the job.
Likewise, Yole Romero predicts this will be an extremely close fight, but believes Khamzat Chimaev's elite wrestling could be the key factor. He sees Khamzat's ability to dominate high-level opponents with his grappling as what truly sets him apart. For Romero, this is the type of matchup where one fighter's unique skill can completely shift the balance.
Who do you think wins between him and Khamzat? Who would you pick in that fight? It's a hard one, isn't it?
It's very difficult, but 16-40 chance. 16% for Chimaev and 40% for Du Plessis. Yeah, that's a way.
So you think Chimaev? You're kind of slightly leaning towards Chimaev.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think?
Wrestling. The wrestling for Chimaev right now is very, very dangerous. Yes. I see the move where he make it. We take it. Robert fight is another level. It's an Olympic.
Bo Nickel emphasized that grappling is becoming the dominant force in MMA today. He believes that having a solid wrestling foundation is the most powerful weapon a fighter can possess, and he's confident that Khamzat Chimaev's style will be almost unstoppable. According to Nickel, this fight could mark a turning point, proving that the new generation of MMA is ruled by strong, dominant grapplers.
I would
You know, just based on the styles, I just think that the grappling style, you know, I might be biased. I'm definitely biased, but I think the grappling style is so hard to beat, and it's so hard to defend against. And I guess if you look at it from a analytical point of view, you have so many. It's really become the dominant force in the sport. You got Marab, you got Islam, you got Bilal, you got Khamzat. You even have you can even look at Topuria. Obviously, people know he's more of a boxing style, and he does a lot more striking. But his background is wrestling. You know, he did that before anything else, and so it's really wrestlers that are dominating, grapplers that are dominating the sport right now. And so I think that I would give the edge to Khamzat.
Though Nickel analyzed this fight as a clash between endurance and dominance, he thinks that if the fight drags on, Dricus Du Plessis might find a way to come out on top. However, Nickel ultimately sees Khamzat Chimaev's relentless wrestling as the decisive factor, believing that Khamzat could end the fight before it ever reaches that point.
But we still have yet to see Khamzat ever fight a fourth and a fifth round. We've seen that from DDP, and so that's where he would have the advantage. You know, if it goes deep, fourth and fifth round, I think that DDP might be able to pull it out. But you know, all in all, I think the grappling style is definitely an overwhelming style to try to.
What do you think about this highly anticipated showdown? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with all the latest UFC news.